Instagram,
TikTok.
Oh, this is okay. We're on YouTube.
And here's our YouTube.
Yay!
Look at we have so many devices.
I know we have like 1, 2,
We
3,
have
4,
so many
5
devices. Oh, there's someone on named Orionella. Hi, Orionella. That's nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi,
Are we all
Alyssa.
visible everywhere? Yes. Okay. Hi, Alyssa.
How can you tell?
It's on my phone.
Oh God! I'm like, how do you know?
Okay.
It's
Should
on
I
my
call
phone.
in support? You
Yes,
guys?
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
yes.
So we're gonna open.
Yeah.
Okay. If you'd like, you can join us in taking 3 big breaths here. A big full inhale. And an exhale. And another inhale. And an exhale. And another
I
inhale.
almost was like, why is she making coffee?
And an exhale. I call in the highest, purest iterations of our most pristine spirit teams, our archangels, our ascended masters, and our most well-healed ancestors into this space right now. Here they all are. I give thanks to them all that every single being listening to this right now and listening to it in the future is experiencing the most abundant, and that includes financially, most divine, and most benevolent timeline. I give thanks that we are all infinitely divinely led and divinely protected. And so it is. Aho, Asi, Amin. Yes, yes. I'm going to pull this down a little more. Welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you. This is Soul Signatures. It's our weekly talk show, and we get to talk with you all about sort of what's coming through. And today, Olivia Newton John is wanting to come through. And some of you might, those of you who are younger, might not know who she is. For me, she is such an incredible, beautiful artist that was the main artist of growing up. Like, her singing is so beautiful and so pure. She also, if you don't know the movie Grease, she is the star of the movie Grease, which is, I think it came out in 77 or 78. And she is in her spirit body now. She also starred in a movie called Xanadu, which is a cult classic, and now they made a Broadway show of it, like, because it wasn't meant to be campy, but it was really campy, so they made a Broadway show of it. And it involved Gene Kelly. Do you know? Gene Kelly roller skating.
Oh my God.
Wait, you guys have to. Oh my gosh, you haven't seen it. So she has always been. She really loves animals. Was very, very. I think she was very an animal activist.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
no,
her to be
yeah.
honest.
Oh, okay. And just like really active. Also,
she said yes. Yes, I
yeah.
was.
Okay, and active in the also in the realms of cancer, because she lived with cancer for a very long time. And is it helpful if I?
Actually, I like to know nothing.
Okay. I'll stop. Yeah. I'll stop talking about her then. She's so I would. Oh, it's also 4:20, so people might be really stoned watching this.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like April. I don't know.
Yeah.
People are like really into that.
Yeah.
Not
The
me.
whole 420.
I don't need any help.
I know. I don't need any help either.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
And what I could bring up her chart and take a look at it. I don't know if something's coming through right off the bat for you guys. I usually start with the astrology, but we could switch it up.
We can bounce in between if you want to bring up her astrology. That's
okay.
Fine too.
Yeah.
And then we can because a lot of times they start to talk to us ahead of time. She came to us ahead of time. Showed up in my kitchen at the same time as she showed up in your
they love
space.
to just
they love to do that.
Come in at the same time. So then we text each other like, "Hey, so and so's in my kitchen," and the other one's always like, "Me too."
Yeah, and we're like, "Oh, okay, so now like this is our next person."
Yeah,
and so it's funny because Olivia really she made it known like a few weeks ago that she requested. Now we don't have to say yes, by the it.
Yeah.
It's a choice that we make to say yes.
Yeah.
And she came to us several weeks ago, and she's been popping in and out in between. And she's a real delight. And I know that she was my favorite character, and she was my favorite character in Grease.
Oh, you remember the movie?
Oh, it was my favorite
everybody.
movie.
I
think everybody does, and if you don't, you should probably everybody knows that I barely watch movies, so I know what.
Yeah, that's a big deal. I didn't.
It's
expect you to even know a thing about her.
No, it was every single school year we would watch it. Me, my brother, and my sister every year. It would come on as a TV special.
Yeah.
And I would be I would wait for that time.
Oh, it's so special.
Yeah, it is. And what's really interesting, I think a lot of who she actually was embodied in the character of Sandy.
Yeah.
And that's what she's saying it was such a joyful role for her to be able to play because it just was who she was.
Yes.
You know?
More before Sandy got into was smoking at the end.
Well, she said that was the next phase of her life was that part, but just she, and even in that phase, she didn't lose that her heart in that, in the movie.
Yeah.
She still was able to stay anchored in who she really was.
Yes.
And I think that's part of what she wants to talk about too. It's reminding people to stay anchored in who you are, not letting the things that are happening around you change you.
Yes.
She's talking. I love this. I love that this is coming up. So she's talking to me, and now I'm laughing because I did a whole post on sacred sexuality today.
Yeah.
And now I'm laughing because she was telling me that was one of the earlier films that actually embody women being on a continuum of discovery and stuff. Yes. But it was done in a really kind of fun way where people could yeah, wow,
I can be both the image of purity and the virgin, and then I can also embody the energy of Mary,
of a badass.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it, the archetype of the. What words do we use? I mean, I have a friend who's actually running something called War School. She's that word has been so desecrated in our society, and I am here to reclaim it. So is that archetype as well?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really interesting thing, and so she was so that's funny that came out because I didn't expect that. I actually until she just said it, I never really viewed that movie that way.
Yeah.
I always thought it was fun. I loved the moment that she came out looking so sexy as
and her hair all
and her hair done.
And
she
has a cigarette.
Listen, the way that she smoked a cigarette made cigarettes cool.
And she's how's it hanging? Done. I think that's what she said.
I think she said, tell me.
Oh my God, you're right. She wouldn't have said how's it hanging.
I don't believe it.
I like Grace, but I can't quote it.
Oh,
this is what
I was obviously wrong. But you're right. That's right. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's interesting.
But yeah, so it was, I never really, I don't know why I didn't think about it that way. But surely I think it gave women permission to embody all parts of themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay
anchored in who you are.
Yeah.
Self-discovery, self-care.
And I think, I know for me, growing up, and I wanted to pretend I was Sandy all the time. And I really would go back and forth between wanting to be the sexy Sandy and also the Sandy with the headband on and say, hopelessly devoted to you. I was so, the vibration she had in that role. And then also out of that movie, she has incredible albums, which are so beautiful. And she, at the top of her astrology chart, has Uranus at the top of her chart. And it's conjunct, conjunct her moon. So when she expresses her emotional realm in Cancer, it's soft, it's feminine. When she expresses her,
she a Cancer moon like you too?
Yeah. Yes. And so when she expresses herself emotionally, it very activating and awakening for the general public. It's right there for everyone to see. So you get to experience her emotional wall in a public way. That's very activating. And her north node, her reason for coming into her body, is in the sign of Taurus, which is beauty, beauty, beauty.
Oh,
and
so you're saying, wait a minute, we're doing this at the perfect time she came through, because isn't Uranus going into Taurus?
No, the sun just moved into Taurus.
But on the 25th of April, Uranus is going into Taurus?
On the 26th of April, Uranus is leaving Taurus
Oh.
and going into Gemini, which is, I mean, it's a loud Taurus energy right now. And that there's there are earthquakes happening around the planet right now and tsunami warning.
Yes, as I got on my phone
What?
this morning,
Yes.
I have all the
For
Hawaii,
Japan. Oh, for
all the
Hawaii.
Hawaii alerts.
Oh, you do? But the earthquake happened in Japan.
I know, but it's because
Wait, there was an earthquake today?
7.4
Yeah.
in Japan.
In Japan. So
So
that's
with Uranus at the final degree of Taurus?
Yeah, which is the Earth. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I feel like, and also she has Pluto, the planet of power, conjunct, intertwined with Venus in Leo. So she uses her beauty, really used it for good. She did not that I know of. I don't feel that she used her beauty and her talent to make other people feel less than. I think, in fact, it was on the contrary. It was like I make up that if I had been in her presence, she would have wanted to elevate me simply because I exist. And I feel like that's a really beautiful, high vibration expression of Pluto and Venus conjunct in Leo. In the realm of communities, groups, and friends.
Oh my God. How beautiful.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. Oh my gosh. It all makes, like, it's just the timing of it. She doesn't talk to us about what their astrology is, because Katie and I tend to not really like to know a lot of information. But of course, like when it lines up and gets revealed at the moment that we're in the show, it's like, and then it makes sense with our astrology, who comes through and the connections that we have. I love that, by the way. That seems to be a real theme that's been going on of who's been coming through to us.
Yeah.
And then what our astrology is
Yeah.
with them and why and how the interaction takes place. Which is like so potent that even when you leave your body, that your astrology is still with you. Because I always look at our astrology, as I've told you this, our etheric DNA. I've always, it's like in our light coding.
Beautiful.
Right? Because even it comes up on a physical trait you have, right?
Yes, it can. Absolutely.
Like
I have a Cancer moon and Cancer rising, and the rising sign is how we appear to the world. And the Cancer is ruled by the moon, and I have a rather moon-shaped. It's just like a moon-shaped face. That is part of how I go out into the world. So yes.
And it's really interesting because you even told me that, because I have Venus shining on my sun, right?
Always.
You'll say people that have that will emulate they'll tend to be pretty,
gorgeous,
gorgeous. I'm I couldn't even
gorgeous.
I didn't say that. I was
so Courtney has Venus, the goddess of beauty, conjunct her sun, and people who have that usually are, I'm going to put it mildly, pleasing to the eye. So that is simply your etheric DNA that you chose to come in with. And so she walks around with this archetype of Venus. And if you are someone who's like, oh, I feel really confident in myself and I really love to celebrate other women who are gorgeous, it lifts me up to see their beauty, then you're celebrating that. And if you are not able to be in that space, it comes out as envy at you. And that's part of what Courtney has experienced in her life with that conjunction. Yeah.
What's her south node?
Olivia. Scorpio. Right on your rising sign. Right on your rising sign.
She literally said to me, ask her where my south node is.
Yes, it's at 5 degrees of Scorpio and your rising is 4.
And that's on my moon?
Pretty close. Pretty good. No, Olivia has her Mars on your moon, Uranus. Her Mars in Scorpio. It's a beautiful,
like the 8th house.
yeah. It's
For me.
your where your Uranus moon conjunction is the 12th house,
Oh,
which
that's
is you're
right.
connecting to all that is.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's an easy connection.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, here I come with my arrow. Mars is like, boom, I'm
Yeah.
coming in to talk to you. Like,
Well,
you
and
don't
that's
even know who she is.
That's exactly how. I mean, I knew who she was
but
from
like,
Greece,
Yeah.
but it was. I was so
you guys
surprised to
surprised
see.
me when you said she was coming in because we had not mentioned
Yeah.
her.
So she's saying too, the reason she asked about her South Node is because we were talking about etheric DNA with our soul blueprint, and
Yeah.
your South Node is usually like past lives,
Yes.
like what you're coming in with.
Yeah.
So she's saying like her Scorpio
Yeah.
gave her an anchor into the depths, which really she was able to draw with her acting
Yeah.
and her ability to access her emotions.
Yes.
And she said because it was such an interwoven part of who she was, because she showed me like her activism too.
Yes,
The things
yes.
that she would do.
Yes.
And how she was able to access the depths of these things
Yes.
and really, and she said like she never really had to convince people because she just showed up authentically as who she was, and she had all of the tools that she needed to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and she's drawing that line into like that Scorpio South Node, you know, and being able to be and her Taurus helped her like be more grounded in these past parts of herself in this lifetime.
Yeah.
To like access the water from the earth. You know what I mean? It's like this. She also just said this. Go ahead. I want to see. She's talking about karmic stuff, but like, what are you gonna say?
Well, she was.
I love what this happens.
LOL.
Well, she was saying one of the things she actually, which a lot of people didn't realize, she actually had to work a lot on her self-worth.
Yeah.
And that around like, okay, sorry, she's explaining something to me. Yeah. She's like, I did for the most part feel comfortable in my body, but there would be certain instances or things that I would like, she would go into like a shyness. She's saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was saying, like, does that show up for her?
Well, a Cancer moon in and of itself can be shy. It is a
that you and I sitting here talking about shy people.
Well, but you were
I was
when
very
you were
shy.
little.
I was.
You were so shy.
I was not even when I was little. In my teenage years, I couldn't even speak in front of people, guys. Like,
exactly. That's so
I
bad.
can't. I still can't imagine it.
I mean, well, okay, so maybe, and also in terms of shyness, her sun is below the horizon, so they say that her birth time is really greatly accurate, and it's showing she's a Virgo rising, which would make sense as well because she was very precise. I experienced her as being very precise in how she sang. Her pitch was perfect. She showed up on screen like everything to a T. It was so beautiful. So that would for me would be the Virgo, and also being able to go with the flow, Mutable Earth. She was able to dance with Gene Kelly on screen in Xanadu. Like that's a big deal. He is an icon. And then her sun is below the horizon, so it's like, yes, she's here to be seen, and also sometimes she's like, can I also blend into the background? And it's a lot. Like that's a lot of projections that she held of so many people when she's on screen and everyone's projecting onto her.
That's actually
and they're making lots of stories up about her based on what they see of Olivia Newton John on the screen.
Yeah. So just so anybody knows what I'm looking at a photo of her. So things that is my personal gifting is like if somebody gives me a photo, no other details, I can speak to that person. Alive or dead, it doesn't matter. Everybody thinks that you talk to people. Okay, you have a soul. Like you have a soul. You have an energy.
Your soul likes to get out of your body every now and then.
Like, and it's walking around.
Exactly.
and it's easy to talk to. So that's why I don't have to, but it's very, very easy for me to just simply look at a picture and it just comes. So just so everybody's not like looking at notes or something, and just looking at the picture. So just look at the body.
It's interesting because she showed me like as part of her journey, like she just keeps. It's funny because she's saying her activism wasn't necessarily a loud activism. Like she was able to go about and anchor in and speak to certain things in a way that honored who she was.
That's true.
You know,
She wasn't in your face. It wasn't in your face. It was very gentle.
Yeah.
And
she's so classy.
Yeah.
She's
like the way that she comes through, it's like her, and it's authentic.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Oh yeah.
A little bit
Her
out
authenticity comes out of my head.
It's
the real
really,
deal.
it's really a beautiful, energetic presence.
It's part of her, and actually, that is actually part of her soul signature.
I do too.
Like I don't feel like when she was in movies, which she was only in like 2 movies. No, when she was on screen, for me the experience was the allure was that it was Olivia Newton John. I wasn't like, I didn't always buy that she was all these different characters because her authentic self shines so clearly, so intensely through, and that also might be her Pluto and Venus in Leo, which is a fixed sign. So she doesn't actually have a lot of mutable energy in her chart. So when you're experiencing her, tell me.
Well, she's talking to. Wait, maybe, and I don't want to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
She popped in to like say about that it is around this permission. I love that I wrote. She's like I was going to do with that post today. Now I know. It's around this permission for women to be seen in all their beauty and power. You know, and in a way that we don't tear each other down or like envy. You know, that it's in each of us in a really way, like
she's saying like it's like the duality of how women in general are perceived. It's like if you, that's why she kept talking about like her way of being an activist. When you think of activism, you think of loud, you think of steam, you think of in your face, and passion in a way that's loud. Whereas she embodied it in a different way. And she was able to access her passion in a way that was more even keeled. And for her, that's part of what she came here to do. And you know, there are people out there who are activists who are like they're supposed to be loud and out there and in you know and using their voices and being seen and being passionate in that way. But there's also the flip side. So what she's saying is it doesn't have to be either or. It's like a both end. When it comes to that energy of being able to do that.
I don't know why, but she keeps taking me. It's probably she won't stop doing it. So I guess that's what I'm saying. So she just keeps bringing me one into her lungs. Like I'm understanding.
Do you see me sitting here going like this?
Yeah,
I was just sitting here
like her lungs, and she keeps bringing me in there, especially on the left. And then up in the clavicle. Yeah.
Oh my
Stop
God.
it.
You guys. Did you see this?
Her clavicle.
Whoa.
So
what could it be that she had breast?
I don't. It's whatever cancer that she had. I'm understanding it definitely had mets to the lungs. And for sure, there's something that happened with her clavicle that could have been like a prior injury, or could have been like mets.
It was a weak point.
Yeah, that's why I think there's a prior injury.
I think it is, and that may have been part of why. It got like whatever the cells in it got there. it actually hurts me right
Wow.
I know I keep rubbing my clavicle. Ugh. They make us feel it
Oh,
sometimes.
now. You know what? So she's out. This is the port vein.
Yeah, that's where Brenda had the port. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she could have very much had
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's just that I feel it on the bone too.
I feel
Not
it.
just,
I feel it in my bone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
Oh.
I'm certain that something happened. Which is interesting. Yeah, she's like it was really painful. So she was definitely
But
not.
what she said was, you know, it's you never. She had the wherewithal to still always show up, despite the amount of pain she was in.
Yeah.
I know her class. I can't get over that.
Yeah.
Like she's even saying, which is fun because we talk about changing our language. Like I get to, and she's saying like I got to experience being in a body, and I got to experience dying.
Yeah.
And she's like, I kind of liked that I had some prep time, and so she utilized that.
Yes.
So she said, I liked that she knew and she could say her goodbyes, she could do her things. And she feels fortunate that she had that type of a death. She's saying, she's like, oh, she was really fortunate.
Yeah, she had family around.
She did. You knew about it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She has a daughter. And I don't. Is it all right? Can I?
She just said she goes.
Oh,
That's what she just like.
yeah.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
You want to ask me a question? Yeah.
Well, there was a time in her life where she had a beloved, like a soulmate, a man, and he disappeared, and no one knew. I don't know if he came back, but it wasn't known if he was still alive. And it was very public, and she was really pained by it. And I don't know. I mean, maybe he's on the other side now with her. She did end up eventually with a partner. I don't know if it was the same guy, but I didn't want to get too specific. But I just wanted to name that happened as part of her story. And her daughter is. I think her daughter is well known in on social media, and I don't know how much to say.
Yeah, I mean,
her daughter is recovering from a very strong eating disorder. She really struggled with that, and that can be part of being the child of someone who's really, really famous in the public eye.
she's so proud of her though.
Yeah,
she's so proud of her.
Yeah,
and and it's I love that she's saying they were able, they've really had such a beautiful relationship.
Yes, they did.
And
they
even
did.
through all of that, they had such a beautiful relationship.
Yeah,
and she's saying that that her daughter does feel her all the time. Her daughter feels her around her all the time.
Oh,
wow, she's talking about her daughter's walk with learning how to be able to actually see her own beauty without having to compare.
That makes
without
sense.
having to compare it. So she's she's really starting to make some progress and let her know I am there with her.
Yeah.
And I'm in every cell of her. I'm there. She's there. She's not doing it for her, but she's definitely encouraging her. And she's talking about I guess her daughter. I don't even know what her daughter looks like, but she's saying that she is very uniquely beautiful. She has
she's very unique.
She's saying that she's very unique, and she's very uniquely beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I guess she felt a lot of times she's talking to me about that she felt like she was so unique. She didn't see that as a gift. Her daughter, she saw it oh, I'm not like them. I'm other. And she was saying that pained her. Oh, she might have had a little bit of time with some of her peers at some point as well with her peers. Her daughter.
Peers.
Yeah. I'm from Rhode Island originally.
I was like her pears.
Okay. I'm gonna eat a pear.
Like her pears.
No,
and I'm like her pears.
I have to work really. I have to work really hard.
So
Anyway,
pears.
It's her peers.
Oh my God. Oh, the daughter might have had. They were probably jealous of her.
Yeah,
your mom's Olivia Newton John.
And then so like that was a little tough for her, but like, oh, I love this for her. She goes, but see, so she's telling us about how this is going to be for her daughter's power during this time because of everything moving into Pluto and Aquarius, and then her daughter must have some strong Aquarian placements too. And then the North Node by July.
Oh yeah, it's coming
into Aquarius. The
Oh my
collective
gosh.
node.
Yes.
So she's like, that gets to be celebrated. And she might end up making some really beautiful art. Her daughter does have access to really great creativity. So she is
a very unique artist.
Oh, she is an artist?
I don't know what she does, but it feels artistry. It might be creator of like content on social media, which is art. Yeah,
I don't know, but she's fabulous.
Yeah.
And so, wow, that's really, really something. Let me see.
She's like compassion. Like anchors and compassion.
Like at this time.
At this time.
Yeah.
Like this feels like the collective message that she wants to put out there about, again, like not letting the outside world move you from who you really are. And anchor into the compassion that you have as part of your being, as part of your soul.
Did you want her to answer that question that you asked about?
Oh yeah.
Can she? Is that okay?
Do you want to go for it? No? You said no.
I said no. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm just real tired and I want to make sure that it's done justice. Because I said I'm Stacy today. I have like a really long weekend. So okay. I'll stick to the talking right to her.
And I also want to
my body.
I want to ask another question that is more about the subject of mediumship. I don't know if you are able to do this, either of you, but can you use words to narrate what it feels like to hear her communicating to you? Like, are you seeing her mouth move? Are you hearing, is it a voice that you're hearing? Is it a knowing within your whole being? Are you able to articulate what it's like?
Katie and I have all the clairs.
Yeah.
So like all of them. It's all of them for us. So like, and they can go in and out. So like, we'll see. I'll see. Sometimes like in that seeing, it can be. What I love about them as energy is I don't say it's a dream like, but it's like how in a dream, something can shift. It's like, and they can she might show me different versions of herself and go in and out. Like a shapeshifter because they're communicating like
about certain points in their life.
About
so show up in a certain way.
Yeah.
How they were, how they looked at that time.
They'll drop in imagery of like a scene, like I might see like or a person, and then like, I mean, gosh, I can zone in all the way into DNA on a cellular level, and then they can take me into ancestry, and I can pop up in a certain time.
Yeah. And
so like
you use your Jupiter in Gemini to then articulate with words for everyone here, for example.
Yeah.
What is happening? Like you're channeling it through you, and then here comes in the Jupiter and Gemini, and your Venus in Virgo.
So and we can hear you can hear us. Actually, what I'm saying is I'm reporting exactly what she's saying. And then if it's a feeling, I have to communicate, like she gave us both a feeling.
Like
she showed me, she kept zoning, like what you would do in this picture, is she kept highlighting and bringing me, like drawing me in to her lungs and then up to her gut. And then I was seeing it. And of course, for those of you who don't know this, I'm an actual advanced practice nurse and a clinical specialist in integrative medicine, and I worked in critical care for years. So that comes in handy as a medical intuitive. That when they take me to things, I can use. I usually know what the languaging part of it. Yeah, and you're not too shabby either. Thank you.
Yeah. I just don't have that one.
And so like. So that was, you could tell us both like rubbing our, and so they'll bring like and they'll whatever needs to come through the way that they want people to know about, they're gonna make it specific. Because I don't know who's watching this show, but they know who's watching the show,
exactly.
or who's going to watch the show,
They
and
do.
they know who needs to know
certain things
in certain ways that like nobody else, or you can't look up online, or if you did, like you really have to search it or something like that. Like they give you such personal information. Like I have had the privilege of channeling Marilyn Monroe, or as she likes to be called, Norma Jean. She does not actually like to be called Marilyn anymore. And on a private session. And it was really cool because the person that I was doing it for, actually, the family very much knew Norma. So, like, she had information like nobody else was going to know. And she knew there was no way for me to know.
Wow.
And like that was really cool because it is neat to see like, oh, this is what was shown to the public, but this is what happened in private. But here's what's the cool thing about it. No matter what's public or private, what I've come to really understand about some of these beautiful artists, and I get to work with some, and like just with you, I work with two women who have become my friends actually. I didn't have quite the appreciation. I did it for art or movies. I love art, excuse me, but movies and stuff. Until I saw it from the side of energy medicine and like what these beings were doing, and I was like, "Ooh, mackerel! This is amazing!" And like from the end of that, like I love to see that, and then you understand that some of them are holding not all of them, but a lot of them are holding very prominent, unique gifts of the way their energy interacts to the screen and the vibration or their songs for the collective. Like it's not a mistake. Some of them that are here, and so like, and they're in a human body. So like, what that was like for them to have to hold that level of a vibration, or where some of them crack under the pressure or whatever because they're human. Or they rise up, or both are true. It makes so much more sense that you're like, yes. And I don't know. Not that I always, I think compassion, but like I have a different level of compassion when I come to understand that this isn't just about, oh, they're a celebrity. Like I'm glad that they are, but that some are very, very special beings. Very special beings. And you know, it's especially the ones that were vibrating authentically, because think about how long you could get and always having to play a role or people's expectation of you or all those things.
That's
but
I think that's why she was able to embody that so well. It's because she had access to that. Like, I could drop this into my human body.
Thanks for answering. Really interesting. I think that would be. I think people who are watching would be interested in that information.
It's
what it's like.
Like I mean, that's why I don't mean to come across like pompous in any way. I don't even know why I feel the need to like preface that, but it's like I remember one time I had a lot of mediums. There are really good mediums, but a lot of them will actually alter or interpret, or their gifts aren't as strong. And so, or they'll tell people they want to hear because they haven't done their inner work around being able to make somebody uncomfortable and be like, I'm not going to give you the answer you want to hear. I'm going to give you the answer as it comes. And I remember this one woman I saw one time. You know the story. And it's not actually. It's happened a number of times, but this was probably one of the more extreme ones, where this woman was like, "No, I think you're wrong." And I was like, "You have permission to feel that way, but your guides and your people are standing here right here, like you, talking very clearly to me. And my job is to report this. And she was really at a space where she could not accept, didn't want to accept. And listen, that's okay. Like, that's okay if you don't want to accept it. Like, you get to be there. And she tried for days, I think weeks, to meet. She even said, I saw other mediums and they all said this. And I said, okay. I said, good for you. Right. I'm willing to be wrong.
Right.
And this, but I'm not. But I mean, like, but it could be. I mean, I think I've only ever been wrong like one time. And that's a pretty good, that's pretty good odds. Doctors are often more wrong than that. Machines get it wrong more than that. So, like, I feel like I have a pretty good batting and track record. And so, and I'm a very clear channel, as is Katie. And as are you, you know?
She came back to you.
And then it was like, what, like a year?
Yes, it felt like half a year later.
At least. It was somewhere up there. And I didn't not require this, but I guess she felt the need. And she was like, I am so sorry. You were the only one that told me the truth. And she was like, and I was at a space where I could not accept it. And like, she was very grateful for me not wavering, but she wasn't grateful at the moment, at the time. And so, and I've had that happen multiple times. And I really actually, some of these people have come back to me years later and said, hey, and I don't require that, but I think it's pretty neat that they could understand that me telling the truth was actually loving them, being a clear channel, and allowing them to be wherever they were actually at, including not liking anything I had to say.
Right.
You know?
And I would invite anyone who is looking to, like, if somebody wants to have an experience with them, get very clear in your own mind what it is that you want to get out of that session.
Right.
Because what happens then is you start to kind of vibrate that signal, and you will be magnetized to the person that matches that vibration. And
So
I think that is really
interesting,
because, you know, the way that things in the world are shifting right now, more people are opening up to, like, these realms. More people are realizing that their intuition is coming online really strongly or in a really different way. And it can feel a little overwhelming, and it can feel like, I don't know what to do with this. What do I do with this? So that is my biggest advice, you know, for me growing up and having all of these things that I didn't have any context for, having to figure it out on my own. I was always scared to death to, like, go and see someone because of all of, like, I don't know what are they gonna tell me? They're gonna tell me when I'm gonna die. I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. Because there's all these
scared to go to a medium or
because of what they were gonna tell me
before you learned your energy
before I knew energy boundaries, before I realized. This is like new stuff.
You're the boss of your own field.
Yes.
Just so you know that, like, don't be giving over your power to the mediums and the astrologers and they hold something that you don't. It's actually in you. It's in your field. I'm a good translator. Okay, but your team, you guys, is around you, and you get to make the rules. And if you don't want something to come up, then you state that in your. And you don't have to say it to the person. You just state it to your team and the energy boundary. If you want to call something in. You know, one thing I'll always do is I'll tell somebody, even in a mediumship, because our mediumship isn't just regular mediumship. It's very healing. We do energy work around it. You and I are both Reiki master teachers. And so we love a healing to transpire for the person. And, you know, like, your field and your body will actually not bring up anything and your team will not bring up anything you're actually not ready for. Now, in a situation like that woman, she might have thought she was not ready for it, and that was okay. But her team knew that within several months she would be, and that was more like, okay, we're gonna have somebody to hold that for her. And so,
almost in the group.
Wow. I mean, it was one of the first times I can say someone literally bad. Like,
she was so.
I mean, it was aggressive.
She was.
It was very aggressive.
She did not like what we said.
And that's okay. Like, you guys,
her not higher self did not like what we
Yeah. I mean, and I have boundaries too. Like, I don't want to know when people are gonna die. Like, I say, like, well, listen. Let me preface this. My intention is always, if it is for your highest good. So if I am getting information, it means that it is for your highest good. So I'm not going to put my own stuff on that. But we don't walk around like looking at people in the street, knowing like, oh, this person's gonna die on this day.
As a matter of fact, Katie and I stay off mode.
Yes.
When we are in the public, now we can turn it on in like literally a millisecond.
Yes.
But
why would I want to?
But I don't want to be
among a million people.
It's too much. Like I have my own stuff to deal with. And it's like, and also my work and my energy is not free.
Right.
So, like, no, thank you. And so it's like I stay off in those times, and that's very important. Like, people call themselves, I'm an empath, I can't go out. No, you have poor energy boundaries.
Yeah.
Or baby boy, like you're not. You have poor energy boundaries, and nobody taught you. So you're on all the time. Right. So unfortunately, yes, you're drained, but it's not because some bad guys out there.
Right.
And there's narcissists. Yeah, there's plenty of narcissists, and there's also a narcissist in you.
Yeah.
So like it's like people have got to learn that. They get on these kicks, and then they start like really identifying, and they get like, oh, look, I need all the traits to an empath. Well, your system might be hypervigilant because you want someone resolve stress and trauma. Right. So let's neutralize that shit too, okay, baby?
Truly.
And then we'll go somewhere with that.
Right. Like you are a survivor of childhood abuse, and therefore your whole system is completely attuned to everyone else's feelings, so that you can tell the weather forecast of the room that you're walking into.
So that you can feel safe.
Yes, and so that's my superpower, but it was developed out of trauma. It's not necessarily. When people say I'm an empath, it makes me cuckoo bananas. I'm like, what are you?
Doesn't make me? Me too.
I'm like, what are you all saying when you say that? It doesn't. It's like doesn't mean anything. And we all have empathy.
Yeah,
we all have the ability to be empathetic.
Well, I don't know if everybody does. Some people have a disconnect.
That's true.
But they're
That's true.
So that's another whole. Yeah. That's another whole conversation.
I love the sociopaths that call themselves empaths.
Yeah.
I think what I would say instead of saying I'm an empath is I feel things very deeply,
and
that's different. That is
and I have a challenge with that.
Courtney.
No, it's not. Listen, it's something I had to learn.
Yeah,
because if you don't grow up like in my family, you don't. Everybody's like, I have a huge family, where Italian, Irish, right, half and half, from New England. Like, listen, I don't even think I knew until my late 30s what a boundary was. So I'm not making fun of anybody. I am sick and tired of it, hearing it in the collective and it being perpetuated because it causes a real problem. That's not helpful information.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's why Katie and I, just in case anybody, because people do fly in to take our course, we developed something called Reiki Beyond the Matrix, and that is the next level of Reiki. It does Usui Reiki, but it goes into the quantum realms and different transmissions and so forth. It's updated, just like the rest of the medicine gets updated, so does energy medicine. And we developed that. We're actually teaching that on May 16th and 17th. And we
shameless plug.
These two, if you're like, oh, I want to study, I want to learn, if you are someone who's like, how do I develop? I know I have talents and abilities, but I don't know what to do with them. Getting into a room with Courtney and Katie in person would be an incredible step for you to start building a foundation in the realms of knowing how to work with your psychic abilities and powers
and develop
them. Because just having them, if they're untrained, it doesn't really do much. It's like actually having discipline and training them is an incredibly important part of being able to use them out in the world.
Yeah. And you know what's cool? Having Olivia here in this Taurus energy coming on board today.
Oh, yeah.
Is like Katie and I one of our biggest teachings around intuitive abilities is getting the importance of getting into your body. Everybody thinks, oh, people are spiritually bypassing and going out here. Even, listen, and I'm not against psychedelic medicine and my mind body medicine, but I'm against it being used poorly, and I'm against it being spiritual bypass, and I'm against it because it needs to be used in a way that helps people get in their body, not just be left fragmented in the spiritual realm. You are here to be in a human body, and it's in the body that our divinity is. Our divinity and our connectedness is actually in the body. So the more that you're in your body as a clear channel, right? If you say, I can't pour, I don't feel safe, we create that, right? We know how to cultivate that, both Katie and I, and you know how to cultivate it through permission granted, helping people with their astrology, and
That's
really
true.
and I love the way that you do it too, Natalie, because
thank you. Thank you.
like Katie and I both go to Natalie and love to pay her. And no, we do. I hate that just because you're my friend, I can give it to me for free. We love to pay her.
I pay my friends.
Not
to be my friends. I pay them. I don't pay my friends to be my friends.
Yeah, I mean, I
love giving money to the people that I love that are great at what they do.
No, but it's the way that I don't care. I've never met anybody else that does astrology like Natalie does astrology. No, it's true.
It is true.
And she put words. You actually, you know that you helped. Matter of fact, oh my God. So my Chiron, which is my childhood wounding, is in Taurus.
Yeah.
And do you know that you helped to heal my childhood wounding? Because my dad, when we were younger, was huge and studied astrology. But with the way that he used it, I know, Dad. He's over there going, I'm sorry. I know.
He's waving. He's like,
I'm sorry. I know. I'm like, I know you. I know. I'm like, I know, Dad.
Oh.
My dad is passed, and I have a very loving, probably a more loving relationship with my dad now. But he meant well. He was on the spectrum. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he meant well. I think I can know this now, but as a kid I didn't. So I'd be having a big emotion. I'm a Scorpio moon, okay?
Yes.
And I have with Uranus.
With Uranus at the same degree for those of you.
So zero drama.
So zero drama.
Very powerful emotional realm.
And and I was raised by a Capricorn and a Taurus. So they did their very best. They did their very best. And actually my mom's a Capricorn with a Taurus moon. My dad was a Taurus with a Capricorn.
Well, that's interesting. That makes sense of how they got together.
Right, it does. And then, but imagine me, the Aquarius, in this household.
You're and like, hi, I'm from another galaxy.
Hi. But my dad would he would be more condescending. I would be like, Dad, I wouldn't express an emotion to you. And he'd be like, well, that's just because you're this. And now that's very healing for me. But the way that he would approach it was very and I'd be like, no. So for the longest time, I was very shut down to astrology because I had experienced, I don't think that's how my dad meant it, but at the time. Yeah. I was experiencing it as it being condescending and belittling. Yes. And him not listening to me or writing me off. Yeah. And for him, I think it was his best way of being I do understand it's right over here. Yeah. But I couldn't put that together at the time. No. But when I did with Nat, and I had a guy friend before that, that was really good at it too. And he kind of tenderized it a little bit for me, where I was okay, maybe I could revisit this and get away from just seeing it through my wounding or my dogmatic position. Wow. And I would be wait, that you would say it in a way, and you would do
oh yeah,
and it's very gentle, and I'd be oh, and I'd be and then I'd be oh, is that really in there? This specific?
Can you see that?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
And you were very validating in terms of what my experience was and I couldn't always. For someone who has access to a lot of words, I couldn't actually always.
Wow.
Or I was afraid to because I would over-explain and still not feel heard. Yeah. And that would come up from my family of origin wounding.
Yes.
And
wow.
And I feel like when you would do your astrology, or when you still do it, I'm like, oh, so I can lean into that, or no, it's time for me to move away from that, and I can discern the difference.
Yeah.
And like, don't you think so too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's like just layers of validation.
Yeah.
And every time we do something, it's like another layer of validation that's added on to things. And it's just such a great context, because the more you know about yourself, the better you can show up.
Yeah. And then it's not like, this is it. How do you describe it all the time? You say it's free choice and love,
free will and love, Trump astrology,
or hopefully enhance it too.
Right? I mean, yes. Like you get to.
Oh, that's my sister. My ex-sister mostly. That's interesting. I'll have to call her back later. Okay.
Oh, maybe we conjured her. Ashley, we're on a live call right now. Yeah, I feel like for those of you who are watching this, and if you all like how would you work with me? I do have an ongoing container. I had a 2-week launch going, but it's now closed. But you could talk to me about possibly joining my ongoing container. It is called permission granted. Possibly expanded, and it's been really amazing, and I'm watching people have breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough in there. Yeah, so I wanted to let you know that.
I think the title is perfect. Like what? Like how about last night when everybody was like, when you were like, it didn't matter what anybody else thought, money or anything wasn't an issue. What would you do more?
Yes,
and I was like moved by people's like what they were keeping inside. Oh my god, you have to.
Really, like it was. I would dance in public. I would talk more. I would share more of my story in general.
There's so many reasons we mute ourselves.
Yeah, I forgot. Like I know that in the past I did. Like I feel so comfortable in myself now because of the incredible challenges that I've been through. That and I worked productively with the energy, so I don't feel shy to have, or I don't feel scared to have people judge me, and that I feel so free. And so there's also a saying that you are equipped to help the person that you were about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So I 7 years ago didn't even have a YouTube channel yet. Oh my god!
You also didn't believe in angels.
No, I didn't.
Or like any of this.
I thought you guys were black.
You did.
I didn't know you yet, but I definitely thought they were black.
The rainbow sparkle.
Yeah, this isn't talking to dead people.
I know.
What?
And then my sister, who died, brought Courtney and Katie into my life from the other side, and there's too much. I couldn't deny it anymore. Oh, this is real. Oh, my sister.
Oh, you have on your yellow eyeshadow today too.
Oh my god.
Brenda's like, she's wearing the eyeshadow.
I'll tell you guys the story. This is really good because Courtney and Katie,
That's my favorite story.
I met them after Brenda died, and they're like, "Oh, your sister's saying she loves you," and Brenda's like breaking into Katie's other clients' sessions to be like, "Tell my sister I love her," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever.
Right.
That's bullshit."
Yeah, they all say that.
Except when she.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Okay,
I was, and then I was at Macy's, and I was like, I absolutely want to have banana yellow eyeshadow. Like, I want this, and I'm looking at the MAC counter at Macy's, and I'm like, oh, where's the banana yellow? Katie writes to me out of the blue. I didn't know her very well.
Yeah, no, we didn't know each other.
Yeah, and she was like, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm going to say it anyway. Your sister is saying to buy yourself a fancy eyeshadow. And I was like, what? Like, I was supposed to. And I was like,
That's my favorite.
This is real. Oh my God. Like,
and then you video called me and you were like, look where I am.
I was like, you were like, oh, good. Like, because you were like, this is weird.
I was like, I really thought I was making shit up. I'm really glad that you are actually
validation. Like, it's so
in that moment.
Like validation for like I can imagine how, because I know for me when I say something to a client and they're like, oh my God, I just was thinking of that. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, because that's really validating that the information that's coming to and through me is clear. Like I'm getting out of the way. I'm getting out of the way for this to come through.
Do you remember the day that she passed?
I know.
She had they did not put it up on social media yet. And she came to me that day,
and this was before I knew you guys.
Yeah, and I'm texting her. I did know Natalie, but we were like in COVID still.
Yeah, yeah.
So all of our interactions, with except for like a couple, I think.
Yeah, we're
like
much on Zoom.
We're on Zoom, and like, you know, it's the first time in my life I think besides Katie, I had like an online friend.
Oh yeah.
Me and Katie went on a blind date.
Yeah, we did. That's so funny.
And we had a GoFundMe going for my sister, which this allows me to tell you all also that she did not have a kind of life insurance that would care for her if in the event. Hold on, let me just make the TikTok keep going. Okay. She did not have anything in place, and I'm seeing this a lot of GoFundMes for people who are getting sick and they don't have a money system set up to care for them if they get sick, which I can help you with because I'm also a financial professional. Anyway, so we're making a GoFundMe, and Courtney, you donated to it, and she had died, but you didn't even know that.
She told me, like, remember I told you the message that she told me?
Yeah, what did she say?
Oh my God.
You sent me a message.
I sent you a very specific message, and then it all made sense. And then she was talking about the flowers and all this different stuff.
There were so many flowers
and
all over my house.
And then it was like,
oh, you remember better than I do.
Yeah, it was a very specific message in terms of like
I couldn't even. My brain could not.
And then you were like, literally, you were like, Courtney, like she's literally just passed, and I was like, oh, this makes so much more sense. Why I'm hearing her and this and that.
So she was coming, and you didn't even know her.
No, I didn't know her. I did not know her at all, and I didn't even like. I knew that you put the GoFundMe up, and like it was funny because I kept like all week going like, oh, I'm gonna donate to that, and then your sister came to me and said, do it now. She did, and I said, I want you to know this. And I was like, I am getting right on right now, Brenda, and I'm going to do it now. And
that's so good.
It was like, and then it was like, then she had me contact you, and then you were like, Courtney, like, she literally just passed like 2 hours. Yes. And I was like,
yes.
Oh gosh.
And she, her sits on your self node. You guys know each other for a very long time.
Yeah,
like, and also sits on your Aries planet. Maybe, Her north node, Brenda's north node sits on your Jupiter.
Do you remember when she put on music that didn't exist?
Yes, that song. Yes. That was called Brenda.
Yes.
Well, there was that, but she came in here for her nodal point therapy session. All of a sudden, no kidding, we still can't figure it out to this day. Music starts going, and listen, I don't have an intercom system. I didn't. There was nothing. It was before I owned a what do you call it? Cozy, whatever those things are. The what? Alexa. And like it was from the other room, and she's like, and she's like, what? And whatever the song was, you knew it or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know, Natalie, go check it out. She flies into my other room. And we're both like looking around, and she's going like, "There's no radio on.
That was so.
There's no anything." And all of a sudden, it just went whoop, and stopped. And I was like, "Brenda's here." And
that was when I first was my first time being your client.
Yeah.
And Merlin came.
Oh my God.
Merlin is one of my helpers. Merlin the wizard.
Oh, we have to go.
So, but do you want to answer the question?
Okay. I'm going to answer the question she asked because I'm not avoiding it really quick. Yeah. This is what
we're talking to Olivia Newton John, you guys.
This is what Olivia Newton John is telling me about that ordeal. Yeah. So it's my understanding from her, okay, that what she keeps showing me, like she keeps actually like showing me that his disappearance, he actually like went to some other country.
Yeah.
And like went deep into like
I keep feeling it in my head, like some kind of like
he just went like
it was almost like witness protection.
Oh my God, it was like that. It was like, but it was something like I swear to God, I think he might have lost like he might have had some paranoia.
Yeah,
That
that's
he was
what I'm
not-
feeling.
He was highly functional,
That's what I'm feeling.
but I think he had some
Some sort
level
of a break.
of
Yeah.
a break or paranoia, and that,
Okay.
and there may have been mixed with a little real activity of some
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
as well. So both would be true.
Yeah.
And you know,
We fed
she's
each
still
other.
not happy about it.
Yeah.
I don't think
She's
it
like-
ever fully got resolved.
So
Unfortunately.
eventually he did die early.
I think.
He did actually die, like, I don't want to say too early, but like he eventually did pass. But it doesn't feel that there was a resolution
No,
before
I
that
don't think there
passing.
was.
Yeah.
I don't think there was.
And she just she's telling me about the next man that she met
Yeah.
and how that was so healing
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
He held a beautiful space
Yeah.
for her.
Yes. She left with a very supportive.
Wow.
There was so much love around her.
That was so much, like, he has a beautiful
She might still be alive.
Yeah.
Is
Does
he?
she have a foundation?
I feel like she does.
She keeps saying her foundation, like the foundation. I don't know if she does or not. But she's talking about like an influx. There's something that's gonna happen. And I'll like bring it back.
Interesting.
Like,
that might be interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
isn't
So
it
it'll be
funny that
something-
Whitney was talking
the
about
same
that?
thing.
But in
yeah.
a different way.
It's like the uprising. That's what she said. It's the uprising, like in a good way. And like
Yeah.
all of these things that are supportive for like more people in collective humanity.
Do you see how isn't it interesting to see this music? Do you see how her frequency in her music, they have that,
Well,
you
what
see
it
the
looks like
waves?
is music. It looks like a wavy music
No.
stand.
well, you're the sound healer. I don't,
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, that's, you see waves?
I do.
That's
You're like,
off of the harmonic.
It's the frequency.
oh yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we talked about that last
it goes
night,
like,
of course. I talked about that last night with the tuning fork. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
you did.
that's what I talked to Nicole about yesterday.
Oh,
Was
of course.
exactly that. That's so funny.
This is
Because
Oh,
Courtney,
always
Katie, and I
connected.
are always talking to each other on 5 million different levels
Yeah.
because in our charts, we have a beautiful grand trine all in water, which is super psychic. And so it's Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio always making this gorgeous triangle. It's very even. And so we're always this flow of gorgeous communication is always happening between the three of us. And I feel like it's really, really visible to other people.
I think it is.
I swear to God, our text thread though.
Oh, I know.
It doesn't get like, we're not like, it's like funny every
so
time.
great. Every time we're like,
This
this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's so
Our
good.
telepathy is like real, and it's that
Yeah.
strong that we're like, yes, we talked about that earlier.
So, like, what you see here
Is
in front of you
Oh,
is
this
also what our text
Yes.
thread looks like.
Yes, it is. And this is not like we're not on the show right now. This is how we are,
In
even
real
if the
time.
cameras
Yeah,
are not
it
on.
is. Yes, we will continue to be.
Yeah. Yes.
You guys get a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
So we hope
Okay,
you
yeah.
find it helpful.
Yeah.
And
We
thank you
hope
to
you enjoyed
Olivia.
that. Thank you,
for
Olivia.
coming
Thank you
in.
for being here.
Yes. Yeah, she's going to go.
Oh, I love you so much. Thank you for your art. And we'll be
I
back
love it.
next week, you guys.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about,
Yeah.
but like keep an eye on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Were we considering to honor the requests?
Oh yeah, we've had requests from some very fun mutual friends of
Yes.
us.
Oh, right.
Maybe.
So we'll see how that
Okay.
plays out.
Okay.
We're gonna think about
Okay,
that.
that
We're
sounds
gonna-
good.
I'm sure that it will happen, but we'll see how it.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah. So you guys have a great rest of your day, the
Yep.
rest of the week, and we will hopefully see you guys next
We
week.
love you guys.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Let me
Let me see.
We'll keep Sophia on if